First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Come on now, let's do this.
That's what I said I was going to do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He can't beat me neither.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Come on, bro.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Oh.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
That was sweet.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Damn.
The Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, yes. Oh, that was close. That nigga made me, right?
That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you can almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Oh, yeah. This gonna work on this side. I think he got me. Might not let him score.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. Once in a season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight
Bengals ain't
ahead.
never done intercept no ball.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were running the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
You ain't got time to do all that playing around with me.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
We ain't got time for
as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Take it at the 37. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I be acting like old dumbass nigga, but I know something about this shit, bro. Look, you go check this shit out, bro, for yourself. If you don't believe me, man, this shit all facts. You don't understand how my niggas don't know this. You know what the fuck you celebrate Martin Luther King, bro? These are legends.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Fidel Castro. You said who? Fidel Castro. You know who Fidel Castro is? You don't know Fidel? You don't know Fidel Castro, bro? You don't gotta graduate to know motherfucker Fidel Castro. I ain't graduate, nigga. I got my high grade.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
Come on, man. How you catch me?
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
You hear me? Fidel Castro staged the revolution. Fidel used to help all the Black Panthers, too. That's why so many niggas over there.
I know he ain't going to do this.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
So many times, but they couldn't. They had the Bell Pigs. That's why they killed John.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So instead of him, and they felt like they were down with the Soviets, and they had all goddamn missiles, they were like, fuck this shit, dude, we're gonna blow this bitch up. I'm telling you, bro. But for them, bro, they said, nigga, his fatigues was his second skin. That nigga was a soldier. And he was a doctor. Fidel was a doctor, bitch. Fidel said that.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
No trade with Cuba. No trade with Cuba. And that's why they made that movie Scarface. When they saw all the criminals and all everybody.
Now it's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 3rd down, Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And they go play action now. Burrow trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds. downs and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You gotta get that. You gotta watch the first season, bro. Because the second season coming in July. Bro, you gotta
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find Higgins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 42 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
Do it. I know you want it. Do it. I know you want it. Do it. I know you want it. Do it. I know you want it.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 37 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Offense set to begin their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that had ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. First down, here's Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover and double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw here. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I'm too smarter than you. I'm too smarter than you.
They'll look to throw again.
Look at that. I ain't do that all day.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or put them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began.
That was an
interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 75 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often receivers. Maybe sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Yeah, strip it. Yeah, strip it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Okay.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there at 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He's gonna go deep for Watkins.
She got me.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Come on, bro.
Off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Open man is Higgins. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins.
You don't pull some tricks off the bang. That's right. Show me something.
And the Bengals have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter.
I was laying down beating you like this.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Burrow. He's got his big
Come
tight
on,
end.
bro.
That's
What the
An
bullshit?
incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Bro, that's a fumble, bro.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
He running.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now a pass dumped off to his running back.
Oh, good move.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here we go. Right 80. What is that? 12, 12, 12. Check 26.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
Yeah, boy,
And
you
he's
ain't got no
brought
time.
down.
Man.
Can't do anything with a
Look at me.
football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
He'll look to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. A very solid gain of 27. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would get. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting